Well, I gotta center my own camera. Goddamn. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Me, my boy Danny Graham. We are going to be talking some Star Wars tonight. The Marvel news, DC news, not so big right now. Not a whole lot going on, but there's a lot going on in the Star Wars universe. We had Clone Wars episode 2 of season 7 come out. We have this Papa Palpatine thing. Nindroid came in with a super chat right off the bat. Hey Rob, last super chat for a while. Hashtag broke. We're all hashtag broke. We're all hashtag broke. But thank you, Nindroid, for the support. I appreciate it. Hey Danny, there's no way you can move your camera down a little bit to make you go up so that super chat's not blocking your mouth. There you go, my friend. There you go. Now we're leveled. So what do you want? What do you want to hit first? Do you want to talk about the Palpatine stuff? I feel like that's gonna go into a whole nother level. So maybe we start with Clone Wars.
Okay, that's fine.
Because I think the Palpatine stuff we're gonna kind of like go because I watched a little bit of you and Terrence's stuff while I was on break, and I kind of agree with Terrence on some spots, but not all the spots. And I kind of agree with you. I actually kind of agree with you on more spots than Terrence, but I kind of see where Terrence is coming from. But we'll get to that at another point. So Clone Wars, I messaged you earlier. I'm like, hey, let's talk about Clone Wars tonight because for full disclosure, if you guys are watching this live stream later or watching it here live, I am not reviewing Clone Wars on my channel only because I'm not watching it like Mandalorian. I was getting up early watching it and reviewing it because you were getting mad views. Like you were getting tons of views watching it. Clone Wars doesn't have that appeal. So I kind of watch it whenever I have time. Like today, I watched it on my lunch break because it's only 20 minutes. And so I'm not going to be rushing out to get Clone Wars reviews out there. So I messaged you. I was like, hey, let's talk about this. So from now on, this is going to be sort of our thing where me and Danny is going to be talking about Clone Wars. I think it works better that way. So you said you had like a little problem, I think you said with this episode.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's the same thing that I'm thinking. So I'm going to give the floor to you, Danny.
The one thing that tripped me out was when we saw Anakin uses Rex as his decoy, and he goes into the barracks, and then Obi-Wan is questioning Rex, where's he at? I didn't know, or maybe I'm a little slow on this. I hope I'm not. That Obi-Wan knew that Padme and Anakin had a relationship because he said, "Tell Padme I say hello." So I'm like, okay, if you know that, then and he violate one of the biggest rules of the Jedi.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing on this one. All right, I see where you're coming from. My issue with the episode is that same scene, but for different reasons. Okay. My thing is, Anakin sees Padme in the hologram. She's holding her stomach. She is clearly pregnant. Unless Anakin is just fucking stupid, or this takes place sometime after Revenge of the Sith, because after they got the Chancellor in Revenge of the Sith and went back to Coruscant, Padme tells him that he's pregnant, or she's pregnant rather. So does this take place before that scene or after that scene? Because I'm under the impression that this still takes place before Revenge of the Sith.
I did too, but this season must be going to see Anakin transform to Darth Vader. That's what it's lead.
I'm hoping. And again, if anybody has any answers for me, let me know. Does this episode take place before or after they save the Chancellor from Revenge of the Sith? I honestly need to know that. Are you not using your Yeti anymore, or are you still using it?
Yeah, I got a. Do I sound different?
Yeah, you sound a lot different.
Like better or worse?
I hear like your chair moving. I hear like everything. Oh, now I can't hear him at all. Maybe I should just told him no. I can't hear you, man. I have that happen all the time where my mic gets unplugged and shit. So it takes place before Revenge of the Sith. So if it takes place before Revenge of the Sith, then how the fuck does he not know Padme's pregnant?
Can you hear me now?
Yep, I hear you now.
All right, my cord came out.
Yeah, I was just wondering why, because I was hearing.
Okay, I bought one of these. Boom.
Oh, I got one of those too.
Because other people were saying, "Oh, I can hear everything because those springs on your desk. I can hear you drinking and blah 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 all that kind of stuff." So I bought one today and I'm testing it out. so I don't know how to sound.
It sounds good. I just hear your chair moving a lot.
Maybe I'll stop moving. That's one of my nervous habits.
Can you hear my chair? Maybe it's a Yeti thing. You don't hear it? I don't know. Hey, do me a favor if you get a chance. Click the autofocus off on your camera.
I did what it is because this thing is so clear. Because I had that same problem. I looked it up. It's focusing on that. When I move, it's having problems.
Yeah, but if you show your autofocus off, it won't zoom in and out no more. It would just focus on you. I
thought I already did that because we had this problem last time, but I'll make sure I check it out.
Look. I'll show you. I'll do mine. Hold on. I'll do mine, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Where's my autofocus? Okay, so I got here's autofocus on. Watch. You'll see. Like watch it make me look like I'm stupid now, but. Yeah, now it's making me look stupid. But if you click autofocus off, you can just manually focus it just on you, so it won't have that like in and out sort of thing. But anyway, enough with the tech shit. Let's talk about Clone Wars. Okay. What's the matter, Peps? So back to the Padme and Obi-Wan thing. I think Obi-Wan always had a feeling that him and Padme were doing stuff. But like Obi-Wan's not gonna go to the Jedi Council and be like, hey, Anakin's kind of fucking Padme behind the scenes. Yeah. Because one, they're like brothers. He's not gonna rat out his brother. And plus, let's not forget, Obi-Wan also had a relationship with Duchess Satine. So that would make him a hypocrite.
Yeah.
So
I can see that. And that's one of the glaring things I said, so he already knows and he's still kind of not saying you need to stop Anakin.
Yeah, I actually that was one of my favorite things about this episode was when Anakin came out. He's like, talking to Padme, or I hope he said hi to Padme, or something like that.
I hope you at least say hi to Padme for me.
Yeah. So I actually like that because it shows, because in Revenge of the Sith, when Anakin goes to the dark side, the first person he goes to is Padme. So if he didn't think that him and Padme had a relationship, he wouldn't go to Padme.
Yeah,
and that's when he's like, Anakin is the father, is like he's piecing this together. So that scene I felt worked really well. The only thing that bothered me was either Anakin wasn't paying attention to her holding her stomach, because she wasn't super big, not like in Revenge of the Sith.
I didn't. I'm trying to play it back. I remember the hologram, but I don't remember her having a.
Yeah, she had her. If she was facing this way, she had her left hand just kind of resting on her stomach, and it wasn't like super. Her stomach wasn't super big like in Revenge of the Sith. So it could be just a couple months in.
Maybe she knew but hadn't told him yet. Probably.
Yeah, probably. No, I guarantee she knows she's pregnant, but she probably just didn't tell him. But my thing is, how come Anakin didn't fucking recognize that?
Yeah.
I thought the episode was good. The first 10 minutes, I was like, "Oh my god, this is I'm not getting into this." Yeah. And then once they start like going ham, those fucking clone troopers go fucking ham, dude.
What is really bringing my questions to my mind is, okay, the Bad Batch.
Yeah.
Who are they working for? How have they been operating without this? Are they working for the Jedi? Are they freelancing? Is the Emperor got his hand somewhere behind them pulling the string?
They're probably working directly with Palpatine, I would assume. They could be Palpatine's like number one team.
And number two, because they're a little bit different, because mostly all the clones are the same size, height, width, that kind of stuff.
That one dude is fucking huge.
Yeah, he's huge. One is strong. One is like super smart. One is like a sniper, and the other one the sergeant's kind of well-rounded. Do they have the Order 66 bug in their head too? I wonder.
I would assume all of them would have the chip in their head. I think the reason why they're all different though is I think Palpatine is starting to experiment with cloning and trying to see if he can create like a super soldier or something like that. And maybe he just, maybe he's experimenting with it. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, just. I don't know. I really dug the episode. Then at the end, when they found Echo and he's like half robotic, I was like, I wonder if this is gonna lead into the technology of building Darth Vader.
Mm-hmm.
Because he did, like, you can see where it has like similar cyborgs. Because The one book I read a long time ago is not canon no more, but they were explaining General Grievous, because Grievous used to be like a real person, and then like due to war and stuff, he was put into like this cybernetic body, which would eventually lead to almost the same thing Vader had. It's not canon anymore. It's an old Legends book. But as soon as I saw Echo come out of that chamber and he was like mostly robotic, I'm like, dude, it looks just like Anakin in Revenge of the Sith when they were piecing his ass together.
Yep.
So I thought that was really, really interesting.
Very similar. Yeah, I'm liking the Bad Batch. I'm very interested to see where that story is going to lead off. I am wondering why they're not. Think I would have picked up from where Yoda left off from his trip, and maybe confiding in Mace Windu or somebody.
Oh, you're talking about the stuff with
from season 6?
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna hit on any of that, man. I really don't. I mean, I would like to. I don't know if they're going to, though.
It seemed like it's wasted, though. Why would he go through all that and not come back and educate the Jedi on what he's seen?
I have no idea. I trust in Dave Filoni. It's only been 2 episodes. I think there's only 12, so there's still 10 episodes 12 left. So, because they haven't even touched on Ahsoka and Darth Maul yet, which is going to be like, I think that's going to be like toward the end of the season. That's going to be like the huge climax of the season. But overall, I enjoyed this episode a lot more than I did the first episode. The first episode was just set up.
Yeah.
You know, this was like going down, and I can't wait to find out what they did with Echo and what Echo knows, because.
But is that any clone, or he just one that they picked?
Oh, you're talking about the.
I mean, can any clone? Yeah, can any clone be plugged into that machine? Because it seemed like whatever battle plans and whatever they're doing. I mean, how did they know that he was one of the ones that instrumental in the battle plans, maneuvers, and stuff?
It's been forever since I watched the episode with Echo at the Citadel. It's been forever. Maybe I'll go back and watch if I have time later. But it's been forever since I watched that episode. I would assume that he was the guy in charge of the battle plans for Rex's team. I don't know. It's been forever since I.
Yeah, the other clone said that no one would know his moves besides Rex and Echo because they were instrumental in the battle plans and stuff.
Yeah.
He said like the first time they attack, then when they come back the second time, then Echo already have the counter punch, I guess, is a good word to use, or counter measures.
Yeah.
So they're not successful. So.
Yeah. But so overall, I thought it was a solid episode. I'm looking forward to next week's episode.
I am too.
So with Clone Wars, that's our review of Clone Wars Season 7, Episode 2, guys.
Check it out.
Check it out. Leave comments in the comment box. Tell us what you think of the episode. And with that, we're going to move on to the big topic that everybody is talking about. Papa Palpatine is apparently a clone in Rise of Skywalker. And
I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised either. I'm just pissed. I'm extremely upset by it.
I think that you and I talked about it, and I know I read it in maybe EU books. I'm not certain, but and what comes to my mind is okay. He ordered Cypher Diaz to go to Camino and make those droids.
No, he didn't.
Make those clones.
No, he didn't.
He didn't have that. I thought he directed.
No,
Tyrannus to go to have that. Okay.
No. Okay. So Cypher Diaz was the best friend of Count Dooku.
Okay.
Cypher Diaz kept getting bad visions of a future, and he couldn't figure out what they were. He was almost like breaking into a seizure, and he kept getting like visions of the Jedi being destroyed and the Clone Wars and all that stuff. So Cypher Diaz and his master left the Jedi Order to try to hide from the Jedi, because if the Jedi found out about these visions, the Jedi would arrest them or whatnot. So they hid. So Cypher Diaz was so worried about these visions that he went to Camino, and he's the one to put the order in for the clone army. Palpatine didn't know anything about it, unless this is not established in canon, unless Palpatine was the one putting the visions in his head. Now that could be possible. I don't know if that's true or not.
I thought that in Clone Wars season 5 or 6, whatever, one of the clones was figuring out that there's something in there. The order
chip in their head.
Chip in their head.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, he sent Dooku because he was pissed at Dooku, the Emperor, to go back and take care of Cypher Diaz because Cypher Diaz was on some kind of island in his cell and then went crazy. And he said, we need to kill him. And Dooku killed Cypher Diaz in the cell to hide the secret that he went and placed the the order for the clones. I thought I remember that in the season.
Dude, it's been forever since I watched it, so you might be correct on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back because I watched Clone Wars probably about a month ago. I kind of skipped through the season.
But here's okay. So I mean, we could talk about the lore, but it doesn't change the fact about Palpatine being a clone. So that's what I want to talk about is Palpatine being a clone because we can forget about the Cypher DS and the clone and all this stuff. Here's the problem I have, and this makes me feel bad because I was one of the doofuses that were defending Lucasfilm for the past 3 to 4 years. Right? Okay. I was like, "What's up, Chris?"
What's up, Chris?
But
what's up, Drunk 3PO?
But here's the problem I'm having with this clone thing. Now, some can say, well, there was a second in the movie where that Monahan guy was telling Leia and everybody's like, yeah, dark side, cloning, and he mentions cloning, right? That doesn't mean you're telling the audience that he's a fucking clone, right? Like literally, you can take 3 seconds out of the movie and go, I'm a clone. How hard would that fucking be? You know what I mean? It's like instead he goes, like Kylo Ren's like, I'll kill you. And he's like, I've died before. And he's like, how are you here? The dark side is the pathway to like that doesn't answer. Instead of you just rehashing this fucking line, so you go, hey guys, remember Revenge of the Sith? Remember this line? Hey, remember, I remember, you remember, we remember. Instead of rehashing that to try to throw in fan service, why didn't you go, yeah, I died and I found a way to clone myself. I found a way to cheat death. I found a way to piece myself back together using clone technology and the dark side. How hard is that to say? Instead of going, the pathway is the ability to many things some may consider on that. Like, it's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. And I'm sitting here like a fucking jackass for the past 3 years going, hey, guys, there's answers in the books. You don't need to read the books, you know? Because you don't, honestly, you can watch Force Awakens and Last Jedi, and you don't need to read the books to understand the story. You understand the story because they tell you everything in the story. If you want to get the little details about like Snoke's ring or Kylo's mask or something, then you can read the books and they give you those little extra details for like nerds like me. But the fact that Palpatine was a clone is an important detail. If you don't put that in a movie and you put that in a book, it's 100% a cop-out. I was watching Jeremy on Geeks and Gamers video. Well, first of all, I watched it on Drunk 3PO. That's how I found out what was going on. So shout out to Drunk 3PO, guys. I watched his video first, and then I watched Jeremy's video today, and I'm 100%. It feels like they're backtracking. It feels like they're backtracking. It felt like the movie came out, and people are like, well, they didn't explain how Palpatine came back, but that's okay. We'll write it in a fucking book. Because
it's kind of the same way how we found out Snoke was a clone. So I'm guessing they're trying to say that if he used clone technology for Snoke, then it's possible he could use
it. But they never said Snoke was a clone. They just said Snoke was a test tube. He said he created Snoke. What is Snoke? Snoke ain't a clone. He's the test tube baby. He's what the fuck is Snoke?
Well, I thought in the movie, I remember seeing where there was like 3 or 4 different versions.
Yeah, there was Snoke's in a tube, but that doesn't mean he's a clone. He's just a test tube baby.
Oh, I was assuming. I made the assumption that he was a clone.
But what could he be a clone of then?
Whatever the Emperor put together. I mean, we don't know what the hell he put together to make that.
This is my point exactly. Because they don't explain a goddamn thing in that fucking movie. It's like they are so hell-bent on saying, hey, come get this dagger, and hey, come over here, and hey, let's do this, and hey, let's fall in the sand, and let's heal this worm. And they're so contrarian on all this stupidity that they don't explain key plot point elements. They don't. And it's ridiculous. And I don't know. I haven't went back and fact checked this, but I was saying in my video today, I was like, when Force Awakens came out, the book came out either around the same time or a couple weeks after. When Last Jedi came out, the book came out around the same time or a couple weeks after. Why is the Rise of Skywalker novel coming out like 7 months after? You know why? Because they're course correcting that goddamn shit.
Think so?
Dude, they have to be. They have to be.
So the book is in stores now?
No, Rise of Skywalker, no.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If you go back and look at the release dates of Force Awakens and Last Jedi and look at the release dates of those novels, they came around the same time. This is the only one that the movie in the novel is so far behind because they're going in and trying to fix every goddamn thing, which makes no goddamn sense. No problem, Dre. No problem.
Well, I want to make sure when it does come out, I want to read that book and see how different the actual book is from the movie.
Well, to be fair, the Last Jedi and the Force Awakens novels are different too. Like they have different things in it, but it ain't different things to fix things.
Yeah,
you know, it just adds more to the lore, right?
So you thinking that the book is going to make more sense in the movie?
Well, after seeing that goddamn movie, anything gotta make more sense than that. A fucking coloring book can make more sense than that goddamn movie. But it's ridiculous. I was at the bar with Adam on Wednesday, and we met up with two like we were just sitting at the bar, and two random guys came up. Somehow we started talking about Star Wars, and all four of us was bashing that goddamn movie.
Yeah,
and it kills me because I'm a massive Star Wars fan, right? I try not to allow the politics behind the scenes affect what I think about the actual movie, but it's not a good movie as a movie. It's just not a good movie.
Well, do you think that this kind of sort of related? You think that right now Kathleen Kennedy is sweating bullets, or she's
dude? She's been sweating bullets. She's probably been sweating bullets.
Now that Bob Iger has been promoted, demoted, whatever it is.
She's sweating. She's definitely sweating, especially now that we heard that Steven Spielberg not going to be directing Indiana Jones 5. Drunk said people are saying the book is JJ's cut of the movie. We don't need a JJ's cut of the movie. We just need a fucking intelligent cut of a movie. JJ, say what you want. JJ is the big reason why we're in such a mess. He sets up all these fucking things in the first movie, and then why does she have a dagger? Why does she have she goes and finds his dagger, right? And she's looking at it like this, and the dagger's blade measures the wreckage of the Death Star.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, this blade is like over 100 years old. How the hell did it know the Death Star would be wrecked? And how the hell did it know the wreckage would land just like that? It's all convenience, man. It's all convenience. It's all convenience. Nothing in that movie makes any sense. They literally killed every character in that movie and brought them back to life. Kylo died twice.
Yep.
It's like Rey died, she came back. Chewie died, he came back. C-3PO died, came back. Zori Bliss and Baba Frick died, they came back. It drives me nuts, man. It drives me nuts.
I didn't see it the way you explain it now, but that is true. They did or led the audience to believe that these people were dead, and then boop, pop back up.
Yeah, like Marvel does it every once in a while. Like Marvel do it like once in a movie. Like Nick Fury died. Oh no, he came back at the end of Winter Soldier. Coulson died. He came back at the end of the Shield. Literally, they killed like 10 people in this movie and brought them back.
Yeah.
It's
now that you say it like that, man. I was a defender of this last movie, but it's hard. It's hard to defend what you're saying. I can't sit here and try to front or try to lie. I was one of the people that initially said I liked the movie. I think I was thinking more in my heart than my head, but based on what you see, based on what you're saying tonight, it's just heartbreaking. That Star Wars has sunk into this low spot.
And the thing is, what gets me pissed off the most is because we see this. I don't know if you've seen the trailer for the High Republic series.
I haven't. Okay.
So there's like a 4-minute trailer, and they're gonna do this High Republic series, but it's not gonna be a film or TV show. It's only gonna be books and comic books, right? And they got all these different writers and creators all working on this for years to do this, right? Yet they can do this, like the books and stuff can come up with a game plan, but they can't come up with a game plan for a goddamn movie. It makes no sense.
Yeah, that doesn't.
It makes no sense at all. Kathleen Kennedy, I've been saying this since Force Awakens, that Kathleen Kennedy needed to go. I said that from the very get-go, and I like The Force Awakens. I love Last Jedi. Kathleen Kennedy's got to go. She doesn't know how to do a cinematic universe, man. She doesn't.
Remember the Mandalorian, the jaw was stripped, Mando's ship in 2 days. Rise Skywalker, that ship was fine for years.
Yeah. Yeah, right? That fucking ship. You know what I'm saying? Dude, it kills me, man. It kills me. And the clone thing doesn't make any sense. And to be honest with you, if they would have said he was a clone, I would have been fine with it. But like, why? How the fuck can he create an entire clone army, yet his fucking clone is like ripping the fucking parts, and he's got fucking like fucked up fingers and shit. Look like he was jacking off of sandpaper and shit.
And then how did he come up with that whole fleet if he's in that ragged condition?
Dude, how the fuck did that whole fleet even last in the fucking ice without food and water for like 30 years?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
It literally, and then he has like what?
Then where did they come up with these? I mean, these weapons are more advanced than stuff that they had when they had all the resources and stuff.
Yeah, and then he's got like 7,000 people in the like this little stadium. Like, who the fuck are these people? Like, what do they eat? You know, it's like when you look at, like, I understand it's a movie, you can't look at it logically, but for the love of fucking God,
yeah, it gotta make some kind of, in his own world, it gotta make some kind of sense. You can't just throw stuff in. Okay, this. So,
yeah, the fucking clone thing, man. Because he's not like it's so course correcting. That's what they're doing. They're course correcting. It's like, well, we kind of fucked this up. Maybe we need to figure it out. And so if he's a fucking clone, how did he get his bot? Like, how did he get his mind transferred to this body then? I read someone sent me, it might have been an Android, I can't remember. Someone sent me a tweet or something, or it might have been a comment in my video today that said in the novelization, it says that he is a clone, but his body is deteriorating, so he needs to jump into Rey's body. It's like, motherfucker, like, why? That doesn't even make any goddamn sense.
No, and then that's not true because he took their combined force powers and regenerated himself. So,
and why didn't he just make another clone body?
Did he stumble on that?
Why didn't he just make another clone body? Why didn't he just transfer his essence into Snoke? Because Snoke was fucking powerful as fuck. It's like, it doesn't.
That don't make sense because if he saw the clones on Kamino, he could have had people from Kamino clone his body or take a sample of his DNA when he was all powerful. So you're absolutely right. That don't make sense.
It doesn't make any goddamn sense, man. It doesn't make it. And again, if they would have just started the movie going, yeah, I was a clone. I died. I cloned myself. I used the dark side to transfer my essence into this clone body. The body is deteriorating. I don't have the technology to clone again. I need Rey to transfer. Like, if they would have just took 5 minutes out of the goddamn movie just to sit there and look at the camera and
sit that in a crawl. They would have sit that in a crawl.
Right? Instead, what did the crawl say? The dead speak. Fuck off with that stupid shit, man. Yeah. The dead speak. That crawl was the worst crawl in the history of Star Wars. It sounded like a fifth grader.
They could have put all this shit in the crawl and have everybody up to speed and rocking and rolling from the first episode. I mean, from the first minute of the movie and be right on point. So they missed opportunity on that.
Oh, it kills me, man. It kills me. Man, we only got 18 likes up in here, guys. Come on, man. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people. I wouldn't pay the woman minimum wage. Talking about Kathleen Kennedy. God damn, that's harsh, man.
You got 41 people watching, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. I need 41 likes though. I need that 41 likes, guys. So we got the clone thing out of the way. We got Clone Wars out of the way. Was there anything else in the Star Wars news going on? I don't think there was anything
I
else.
think in Star Wars news, but something that I've had a pretty good stream about. The rumor of Henry Cavill. What do you think about that?
Oh yeah, we can hit on that because that's probably gonna be my video for tomorrow.
Okay.
Dude, I personally don't think it's true. I don't trust rumors unless I can tell it's a credible source like Variety, Deadline, Hollywood Reporter. If it comes to like one of those, then I will consider it credible. I forgot which link I saw that showed it. It might have been Cosmic Book News, which they're like 99% like trolls anyway. So I'm like, look. Here's my thing. This is another reason why I think it's phony baloney. It's like, why would you put Wolverine and Captain Marvel?
Yeah, I don't understand that either. But
you know, like
I'm not mad if it is true. Let's say hypothetically it is true. I would want to see that. I want to see if he can pull it off.
No. I like if you're gonna ask me, do I like the idea of Henry Cavill as Wolverine? Yes, I absolutely like the idea of Henry Cavill as Wolverine. Again, though. Why would he be in Captain Marvel?
I don't know.
Like there's so many other movies you could put.
I know they're ready to reboot X-Men at this early juncture. I thought it went away. Thought they went a little bit more time.
Kevin Feige said it was going to be at least 5 years, and yeah. I don't know. Like Kevin Feige could be trolling us, but I mean, I can think of other properties you can put Henry Cavill in as Wolverine, but
it's been 3 years since Wolverine played. Hugh Jackman played Wolverine. I thought wasn't that long.
Logan, yeah, I think it was 3. Yeah, it was 3 years ago.
Damn, so that's 2 years away from 5 years.
But I don't know, man. I like Henry Cavill a lot. I want to see him come back soon, man. I wouldn't mind seeing him Wolverine, but I can't think of a good reason why he would be in Captain Marvel, especially since Captain Marvel 2 is supposed to be in outer space.
Yeah, doesn't make sense. I did have thing with Star Wars. I don't know if we talked about it last time we spoke, but you heard the rumor about Kathleen Kennedy being banned from Mandalorian 2 set?
Yeah, I think we talked about it. I don't know if we talked about it on air. Yeah,
I know we talked about it off air, but
we might have talked about it off air. Yeah, I'll pretty much just say what I said before. I don't know if they banned her, but I think she might have been on set, kind of like rubbing her nose, trying to like put her nose in it. And I think like Jon Favreau made a call to Bob Iger, but like, you know, I started the MCU. Yeah. I made Lion King $1 billion. Jungle Book did well. You know, season 1 of Mandalorian is very popular. I don't think we need her messing around on the set. And I think Bob Iger probably called her or something like, yeah, why don't you just focus on the movies and leave the boys alone? Yeah. You know, that's what I think happened. I don't think it was a ban, but I do think think Favreau probably made that phone call.
Yeah.
Because Favreau and Bob Iger are boys. Because Favreau and Kevin Feige are boys, and Kevin Feige is really Bob Iger's boy, and so I definitely think that's the thing. And Kathleen Kennedy should have no say in the Mandalorian. She just needs to sit there and sign the papers, and that's it. Let them do what the fuck they want to do.
Yep.
I heard a rumor that Rex is going to be in Mandalorian this year.
One of the clones?
Yeah, you remember Rex from the Clone Wars and Rebels?
Yeah, he was what's the place? Main captain.
Yeah. He's
captain.
Yeah, rumor is he's supposed to be in the Mandalorian because they retconned it to make him in the battle of. He was in Return of the Jedi, so it makes sense if he was in Mandalorian. That would be pretty good.
So you reckon they're going to get the actor that played Jango Fett to come back in and play the actual?
No. They're just going to probably get some old guy, but that would be awesome.
Yeah.
If they put a fucking beard on him and shit, but they would have to make him look really, really old though.
Yeah.
That would be awesome as fuck though.
Yep. You think Boba Fett's going to be in season
I
2?
heard there's a very, very good possibility that Boba's going to be in it. And if Boba is going to be in it, then you do have to go get the actor who played Jango to come back.
Yeah.
Because Boba is only going to be what? Boba would be kind of old. Boba would probably be in his 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Come that time. Yeah, I think Boba will be late 40s, early 50s. He'd probably be about around the same time Han Solo is in Return of the Jedi. So, yeah.
When would he be badly disfigured from being in
Probably.
that Sarlacc pit?
Probably because his armor had all kinds of fucking damage to it. So, yeah, he would have some kind of like acid burns and scars and stuff. So, yeah, definitely.
Yep.
What else is going on in the news? Let me see if I can find something going on in the news. Oh, there wasn't a whole lot of stuff to talk about. That's why I've been like so skeptical on videos lately.
Not this week. It hasn't been a lot.
What do you think of the chick rumored to play She-Hulk?
Who?
Allison Brie. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you.
I think the patent lady would be better as the She-Hulk. They used to be married to Robin Thicke.
Oh yeah. No, this chick, Allison Brie, is rumored to play She-Hulk. She's from the show Glow on Netflix. Yeah. I like her as an actress, but she's really, 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 really skinny. You can't see a good picture of her.
You got to put some muscle on.
But yeah, so that's really been the only news going on, to be honest with you. It's been a really slow week when it comes to news.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've been moving a lot of shit. So this, to be honest with you guys, this is probably the last time you'll ever see me in this room recording. Once I end the stream, I'm moving all my stuff into the master bedroom now.
Adam moves next week.
Adam comes in. He starts moving in Wednesday.
Good deal. Good deal.
Yep. So
I take it your lady friends at work.
Yeah, she's getting off at 1. So as soon as I get off here, I'm gonna go make my juice, start moving stuff over, take a shower, head over. Me and her was over here until 4:30 in the morning cleaning last night. Packing up, cleaning, getting all autumn stuff to put in storage. And
are you gonna like just pretty much move that to there, or are you gonna rearrange a little bit different?
I'm gonna try to rearrange it as close to what I have as possible. It's gonna be slightly different. Hey, look, Danny, it's your buddy. Fat would be in his early 60s, like in the comic chat. Thumb the fuck off, Danny.
I'm not saying
give him the finger.
You leave me alone, I'm gonna leave him alone. That's the way I'm gonna leave it.
Bro, I was about to head out, but this super chat. Fucking Ricardo.
Who's Chris S?
I don't know who Chris S is personally, but he comes in all the time.
Lucifer alert. Lucifer sighting.
I need something, man. I need something. My money looking bad. Looking bad.
Still getting good feedback from the controversial.
It started slowing down. I mean,
you're gonna call it the show that shall not be named or whatever. So kind of like
yeah, right. Nindroid, you cannot delete a super chat. You cannot delete a super chat. If he's paying, he can say whatever the fuck he wants to say. I don't even care if he calls me names. He can say whatever he says if he's paying for it. Yeah, the controversy died down quite a bit. I still get like comments from Korean people. I don't know what the fuck they're saying, but yeah, my likes started getting better than my dislikes and stuff like that. And you know,
that's good, bro. I'm glad you were able to. The only person I know personally that went that was trending.
Yeah. Well, except for everybody calling me a racist, though. Yeah. But I was telling people, I'm like, I don't care, dude. Like, my friends know who I really am. I don't care what people think. I do need to get that fuck Parasite shirt, though. I really, really want to get that shirt. Oh, man. I don't want to have to shut this all down, dude. I got a lot of shit to move over. I went and bought Adam this fucking bed.
Okay.
$65. I'm like, hey, can't go wrong with that. What's the matter, Pepsi?
Yeah, I bought one of those boom mics. Somebody said I sound different. I'm trying to play with it. And also bought.
Oh, you also bought what?
One of the soft lights of what you got.
Oh, really?
Comes in tomorrow.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
But what kind of my glasses?
What kind of light do you have now?
The 2 umbrellas.
Oh, you're using umbrellas? Yeah. That's I used the umbrellas for years, and then I went with the soft lights. I got 3 of them, but I only used 2. I used 3 if I'm going to do green screen, but Yeah.
I gotta only use one umbrella high up. The one that's low down, I don't mess with that one too much.
So you bought the boom arm, so you don't use the extended arm no more?
I like the extension arm, but people were saying that they could hear whenever I sit something down on my table.
Maybe it's something to do with your mic. Does your mic have a setting on it?
It has those two sets you told me, like the one that's real sensitive. I got it, the one that picks up everything you said. That's the setting. Then the regular setting, that's all it has.
Because on my mic, I can like watch like you can't hear anything, right? Like you can't hear anything, and then watch. I'll turn it all the way up, and then you'll be able to hear everything.
See, one day I had mine turn up real loud. Like I think Drunk Pio said, "Man, his ice sounds like a hurricane or something." Because I was crunching my ice when I was drinking, so I think I had the knob turned up too high.
Yeah, well, you're always supposed to turn it all the way down. You always like mine is always down as low as it possibly can because you need to put the mic right around your face.
Yeah.
So that way it only picks up this. It doesn't pick up, all the other stuff around you.
As low as it'll go now. Because it don't stop. It just like keeps turning to its low. I can't see.
Oh, really? Well, see, you got the Yeti Nano. I never used those, so I don't know how much different those are. I got the old school first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know much about the Nano. I thought about getting one, but I never got one.
When I saw you talking about it in Walmart, that's still like $120. I think I got it wrong.
Yeah, those are more expensive than this. The one you bought is a lot more expensive than the one I got because it's the newest one. So of course it's more expensive.
I want to get that soundboard you got though. That's gonna be my next purchase.
Yeah, I haven't used it in forever, but
change the voices and the different effect. I like that.
Well, the thing is, when I moved my computer in the other room, I have two monitors. I'm gonna take one of these monitors off because I don't really need it. That way, I can put my soundboard on my desk and I'm gonna start using my soundboard more. But yeah, I gotta rearrange that whole studio.
A lot better when I get those RAM board up. Man.
Oh yeah. It helps me out a lot. It helps up with the speed. I can run more stuff at once now. So what's the matter, Pep? Why are you staring at me? I'm about to get off in a second, okay? Just give me a second. I'm talking to Danny. Damn, my fucking back itches.
Sam Dave was talking about there's a gray Jedi named Yeti. Don't start the gray Jedi stuff.
Yeah, we don't talk about gray Jedi here.
Start that.
No gray Jedi here. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and end it for the night. It's been almost 45 minutes. It doesn't seem like we caught everything we wanted to talk about. I would stay on longer, but I got to get all this shit moved, man.
I understand, bro.
So
shoot, about 5 hours a day. So
yeah. So
check out Flash, man. This latest episode.
I gotta wait for them to drop on Netflix. I still haven't watched all of Arrow yet.
I'm just gonna tell you, if you get a chance, it's Grodd befriended me. Just remember the name of that episode.
Grodd befriended me.
Yes. Oh my Lord, they must have spent the whole budget in that one, buddy.
I'll keep that in mind. I usually like the Grodd episodes anyway. Those are usually one of my favorite episodes.
Grodd is awesome in this one, but you'll like it.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and call it a night. Danny, where can people find you at?
You find me on Comic Chat. And if you find me on Twitter, it's Comic Chats with an S. I do a show every Monday night at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and this is the question I'm gonna have tomorrow. So please, if you can tune in, it's gonna be interesting. The question, I want to make sure I read it right, is okay. Thanos is the bad guy again, but instead of the Avengers, he's facing the Justice League. Does he have a harder or easier time collecting Infinity Stones? Does Thanos defeat them easy like he did the Avengers, or is it going to be a little bit harder? Or if he makes the snap, do the Justice League discover and master time like the Avengers, or do they use a different approach?
They go back in time using Flashpoint.
Able to back your opinions. So that's what
sound interesting, man. I'll probably catch it when I go on my break tomorrow.
Catch it, bro. If y'all want some good conversation, please check me out. Like I said, I have a panel Robert was on 2 weeks ago. It was one of the highest views channels yet. So I'm gonna definitely have him back maybe one night when he's
Yes, sir.
Get some Monday night off. He's more than welcome. Always open door.
Hey, you know what? That could actually happen. I got a Monday night off in April.
Let me know, and I will definitely invite you for it, brother.
Yep. I go on vacation because I'm going to MegaCon in April. MegaCon is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'll be home all day Monday. Nikki works Monday, so we can absolutely stream on Monday.
Remind me of it, and you will be there.
I will keep a note of it, sir. So, all right, guys, be sure to go over and check Danny's channel out. And thank you guys all for watching. Hit that like button. Thank you guys for the super chats. Until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion.